How's it going, IO? In this video, we're going to talk about Cardi B losing it on a fan that threw a drink at her, trouble in Ariana Grande's problematic new relationship, and the Harry Styles tattoo that has left fans baffled. Alright, so it's no secret that poor concert etiquette seems to be on the rise, and performers are getting attacked on stage at their own shows. But unlike other artists, Cardi B seems to be the only one physically fighting back. Over the weekend, a drink was thrown at her while she was performing Bodak Yellow on a small stage in Las Vegas. She gets splashed in the face and her orange swimsuit gets soaked with whatever was in the cup. Without a moment's hesitation, she then approaches the part of the crowd where the drink came from and throws her microphone at the fan. Cardi then berated them while members of security retrieved her microphone from the crowd and kicked the fan out of the concert. Of course, that video went viral with over 70 million views and counting, and judging from the reactions on Twitter, it seems that fans were split over the whole incident. Some people wrote things like, "She did what needed to be done. People need to stop throwing stuff at performers." And another person wrote, "This trend of attending female artist sets just to attack them is disgusting, and I hope everyone participating gets that energy back." But there were also some people criticizing Cardi for her reaction, or overreaction as some would say. They claim that she herself encourages bad behavior, so she shouldn't be surprised when her fans do the same. There were also a lot of people pointing out the fact that she got exposed for lip syncing, because when she threw the microphone into the audience, the vocals continued on without her. It was quite noticeable, but obviously more people were focused on what was going on between Cardi and the lady in the crowd. But now some people are comparing her to Milli Vanilli, who were obviously caught lip syncing back in 1990 during a live performance, though it's really common these days for artists to use backing tracks for their performances. In fact, it is pretty normal when it comes to modern day shows, especially with rappers. And in Cardi's case, she was most likely rapping on top of the music, which is not really a bad thing, but she clearly has an issue when it comes to using her microphone as a weapon. In another video posted by TikTok on Saturday, she was seen throwing her microphone at a DJ who cut off her song early during a performance at Dry's nightclub on Friday. And on top of that, last year she was performing at the Wireless Festival when she jumped into the crowd and repeatedly hit a fan with her microphone. She later denied rumors that a fight had ever broken out, but it was pretty obvious what had really happened. Still, this latest incident could also just be another case of horrible concert etiquette that we've been seeing a lot of lately. During a recent performance in Las Vegas, country singer Miranda Lambert abruptly stopped her set to call out some fans for taking selfies at her show. She brought everyone's attention to a group of women in the audience and said, "These girls are worried about their selfies and not listening to the song, and it's pissing me off a little bit. I don't like it at all. We're here to hear some country music tonight." She then asked the band to start the whole song again because clearly she didn't appreciate the selfies. A video from the incident then made its way across social media and has sparked very mixed reactions. During the concert, many fans were cheering for her, but many also left the arena in protest. Her controversial actions then became one of the hot topics on The View, as Sunny Hostin thought the reaction was not appropriate. She said she's going to take as many selfies as she wants if she paid $757 for tickets. Whoopi Goldberg then countered that and said, "You know what, just stay home. If you're going to spend $750 to come to my concert, then give me the respect of watching me while I do my thing, or don't come." So there was a bit of an argument there over taking photos at concerts and whether or not that is disrespectful. But one thing is for sure though, artists have faced an increasing number of attacks from fans in recent weeks. Just last month, a man was charged after he threw a phone at Bibi Rexha and it hit her in the head. And not long after that, an audience member slapped Ava Max on stage at one of her concerts and he actually scratched the inside of her eye. Experts have said that this behavior most likely comes from the blurring of online and real life boundaries, and the disregard for personal space indicates a significant breakdown in empathy and understanding. Though for now, we still don't have a solid explanation as to why all these attacks are happening and what underlying causes might be leading people to act out in this way. Alright, so there is already trouble brewing in Ariana's new relationship. Since the news came out that Ariana Grande is dating her Wicked co-star Ethan Slater, a lot has been revealed about his relationship to his estranged wife Lily J, and it looks like things are just getting a little too messy and a little too public for Ariana. TMZ reported that she and Ethan have not seen each other in person for quite some time, because apparently she wants to give him space to try to work things out with his ex, at least in terms of co-parenting. He and Lily have a baby together, and it's been said that they have been communicating regularly with each other about their plans for separating. Ethan filed for divorce on Wednesday while Ariana separated from her husband Dalton Gomez and is said to be in the process of divorcing. A source told Entertainment Tonight Ariana and Dalton both realized that they were very different people and quietly separated earlier this year. Ariana and Ethan connected as friends first because they have a lot in common and many similar interests. They went on to say Ariana and Ethan recently started dating. They have a lot in common common and have a lot of fun. They didn't start dating until both of them were broken up with their significant others. And yes, it looks like Ariana and Ethan are actually taking some time apart right now. He is currently in New York while she went to LA for the weekend, and both of them have been filming on and off in London. But as for Lily J, she was allegedly surprised by the end of her marriage and told another story to Page 6. She said, "Ariana is the story really, not a girl's girl. My family is just collateral damage. The story is her and Dalton." An inside source spoke more about her feelings and said she's telling Ethan and others that she only cares about protecting their child. She's rightfully upset because her marriage fell apart, but Ariana and Ethan didn't do anything wrong. Ethan is trying to take the high road and hopes he can resolve the situation for the sake of their child. While it sounds like there's a lot of hurt feelings all around, there's no denying that this situation seems a lot worse for Lily. It was said that she was blindsided by Ethan's relationship with Ariana. She was with him for 10 years and they were high school sweethearts, so she's understandably devastated. Just last November, Ethan posted an anniversary tribute to his wife on Instagram, where he wrote, "My best friend, 4 years married, 10 years together, and this is easily the best and most bizarre year yet." And the craziest part about that is that Ariana liked the post, so that somehow makes everything a lot worse. And that wasn't the only post that she interacted with from his Instagram. On May 14th, he posted a photo of his son and dedicated a post to Lily for Mother's Day, where he wrote, "Happy first Mother's Day to the most loving, caring, and wonderful mom/person in the world, from me and this little guy." And yes, Ariana liked that one too. Also keep in mind that this was only about 2 months ago, and to add to that, their baby isn't even a year old yet. So how did this whole thing happen? Well, an insider spoke to People magazine about what it was really like on the set of Wicked, and apparently what was happening between Ariana and Ethan was very obvious. Quote, "It was obvious on the set from early on. They were very sweet to each other and often seen laughing together. Everyone just thought they were both happily married though and didn't expect them to end up dating." A second source claimed that the two of them did not get together romantically until both of them were separated from their spouses, essentially saying that there was no crossover whatsoever. As for Ariana and Dalton, fans were shocked when the news broke that they were divorcing after only 2 years of marriage. Sources close to them said that they have been separated since January. It's also been said that they were living separate lives until around May, when they decided to take another shot at their relationship. But sadly, that only lasted 2 weeks before they both threw in the towel. It was a last-ditch attempt to save their marriage, and unfortunately, it didn't work out. Thankfully though, they have been able to stay friends, so there's no bad blood between them. A source spoke to TMZ and claimed that Ariana was happy in LA for a couple of years, and she really wanted to make a life there with Dalton. This worked out well for a while, considering that he is super focused on his career as a luxury real estate agent, and for that he needs to live in LA. But the demands of his career eventually became an issue for them because he was practically stuck in the city, while her work took her all over the world and for several months at a time. It's been said that another contributing factor in their separation was the differences between them. According to reports, they couldn't make their marriage work after the pandemic because their lives were vastly different, and that only became more obvious over time. Dalton was taken aback by Ariana's celebrity status, so he could not comprehend her busy schedule, the intrusive paparazzi, and the various opportunities that took her out of LA. It's also been said that he would sometimes question why they needed to go around town with security, which was clearly the only option for someone as famous as Ariana. In the end, it was their differences in lifestyle that started to make the marriage unravel, and now it looks like she's well and truly moved on. Speaking of moving on, did you see that Harry Styles has a big tattoo mentioning Olivia Wilde? Talk about not getting over your exes. Over the weekend, he was photographed hanging out on a boat in Italy with all of his tattoos on display, but fans noticed a rather large one on his thigh, with the word Olivia spelled out in italic font. Now this very clearly looks like a relationship tattoo that he would have got while they were together, but of course there could have also been another explanation. Some people speculated that it could have something to do with the One Direction song Olivia from the 2015 album Made in the AM. Fans have also been arguing about whether or not the ink actually says Olivia's name. One person tweeted, "I will live in blissful ignorance of what that tattoo actually says until I see some ultra HD 4K resolution photos to prove me wrong, because I know my mans wasn't dumb enough to get a name tattoo." Another person wrote, "All jokes aside, if the tattoo really does say Olivia, then it just proves that Harry Styles is human. He's done something crazy over a girl that he was in love with at one point in time, as probably some big romanticized gesture." But there's no doubt that things with Harry and Olivia are really and truly over, because it's been rumored that he's now moved on with Taylor Russell. The actress was recently spotted in a VIP section of his concert in Vienna. After that show, fans went crazy when videos surfaced of the two of them walking hand in hand through the streets of Vienna. They went around town found looking as low-key as possible, but it definitely seemed like they were on a date. They've also been spotted in public together on several occasions, which has only added to the speculation about their romantic status. Back in June, a TikTok user named Ella Hodgkinson shared photos of the two of them walking somewhere in London. Then around the time of Harry's show in Vienna, fans captured even more footage of them exploring the Austrian capital together on foot. Again, it seems like they were trying to keep this date as low-key as possible. While we don't exactly have confirmation that the two of them are really dating, at this point it would make a lot of sense. So what do you guys think about this new relationship? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.